Hello. It's the doctor. And in this video, we'll be decompressing. Every time you run into a differential that is solved, you gotta decompress and celebrate calmly. I have to turn on the TV first. That's right. Celebrate calmly. I know. Put some YouTube. I didn't sleep last night, but it was for a good reason. My energy had to accumulate through voided territory. In no sleep mode, your computational power is completely drained, but with coffee, it transmutes the process. While we're watching this video, time in VIAC model CMD.dxyd press 0 dot is going straight to the doctor to put a video regarding Yugi versus Kaiba. So, what is the purpose behind this decompression? Is to allow yourself to realize that you don't have to try so hard. You can keep calm and relax, and always know that you'll figure everything out on your journey. Your goal, your plan will work. It will constantly grow. And the system's already there. It's already in front of you. No doubt. And don't worry. At first, it will seem random, but then it will make more sense as it goes more further. That's why the DHD PHP files work dynamically through the lensing. You have to make it more categorically astounding through governance models. Republican, Democrat, Independent, Communist, Socialist, Leftist, New Rightist, New Leftist, New Symmetry, Nonpartisan, Non-Independent, Non-Hierarchical, George Washingtonian, third place parties, fourth place parties, fifth place parties, inverse ratio parties, zero fold parties, all have different counterparts for new spaces. As we increase our spaces, the world becomes more and more uncomfortable in certain places. But that's not because of the place that you're in. You actually feel at most comfort and discomfort at the same time. It's a complexity model. It's an error shield. So when you feel as if everything is very difficult for a bit, it just vastly shifts order. Then you progressively overload through the process. And the overloading is nested, so you can go through a labyrinth of choices through each process, and it leads to more doors that will be solved soon. And also the brain mind map that we're discovering for ourselves. Not the original brain mind map, but the new mind map that makes sense to the whole structure head. Not our old model of consciousness, but the new model of consciousness that doesn't have to conflate with spirit, but uses spirit for its own necessities. Just like Jordan Peterson said, you have to use imperative fiction that is jolly in a way, fictive and embrace, and then form more counterparts to shield yourself from uh, absurdity with tools. But the absurdity absolutely has to be seen so you can grow comfort, because absurdity isn't like what you think it is. Chaos isn't what you think it is. Evil is a misinterpreted signal, but you don't have to really. You see, we all have mental disorders. We all go through this process. But just because we all have mental disorders doesn't mean that's the issue. We don't need therapy. We don't need any of that. What we truly need is a hospitality in nature. Allowing yourself to really be who you want to be, do what you want to do, fly, go. But don't think of that way. It's like a card system that we're developing. Anybody who's watching my videos is pulling their cards out. And my card is Influx Diamond, 5 HP, PHP, IO, 789 HP 2.0. It has a Deluxe Blizzard Attack and Magic Blast 7 HD. And you might have Graphite Editor Diamond that has 98 HP 1.0, because you can never really understand 2.0 unless you already know what it is and you're just using old mishmash patterns, or who knows what you're doing. But I win either way, or I can allow you to win, or at least get some observance for how that works. I'm just really lucky. But my luck is only growing. It's gonna influence the structure over time. That's why interference patterns aren't really interference patterns when you overlay the real code and observe. That's why time travelers are keeping time traveling back in time through the time vortex all over, because the old Gallifreyans didn't interfere, but now Gallifreyans interfere all the time. It's not just a doctor, it's all of Gallifrey interfering with the planet Earth to try to make this planet its new counterpart. Same thing with the Arcturians, the Pleiadians, the Greys, the all of them. Even the humans are higher humans that have more royalty. This is just a system of hierarchy, holons. Unless we divert from that system and code the original by applying descriptors and a differentiation to host the new positional framework, and allow ourselves to go to a grid that dilutes the system a little bit. And that's good. We're diluting the system to get to where we need to go, but it's not absolutely what we want to do. And the number system wasn't as correct as we thought. But it doesn't mean it can improve. It can definitely improve, because second position, third position, fourth position have different calculations versus the element of self-sabotage. Align yourself with your goals, palindromic style. Find the counterparts of the inverse ratios: inverted black, white, reverse, horizontal flip, vertical flip, and inversion. And also lights you can't see through the spectrum, and allow yourself to envelop in filters to realize you don't really know what I'm saying anyways. You'll figure it out later soon. But this is not the book of prophecies. I'm not the master of masters. I'm the doctor. So maybe I'm a little bit similar to him, but even though I declare people to have certain aspects, doesn't mean they will do whatever they do. People are complex, and people surprise me, even though I pretend that I'm not surprised. Rule when the doctor lies. So, anyways, I'm not gonna. When I'm on camera now, I'm actually in time though. I want to be further in time though, into the realms ahead, where it can finally press through and intertwine with reality, which comes and goes, bypassing through the vector field and bipartisan efforts of the community we have already nested that I call conch the conch works, but it's school. It's with the CH. It's a model echelon from echelon, echelinus. Just different frames of reference to the osness, vosness, vorceps, iana pressa, proplessa, onpressa, pleba deba, deader, better, netter. Fulcrum novum, Stulgus, all brought us here. The Stulgus was really necessary. It was a really good counterpart with the plebo into the Eol Pressa system that was the Lionids. The Lionids were kind of curious, but not perfect. It's not about getting more lucid. It's about observing reality, but not by observing it, but by really embedding yourself in the new chaos. But realizing the chaos you're observing is not the actual chaos that it actually is. We have to treat it as imperative that is itself not imperative enough. Because it can never be enough. Because the universe is the most imperative we can think about. Until it becomes a super or multiverse, but we live in a counterpart system where even I'm talking 3 different ways at once in 3 different places, 3 different times, but we're just overlapped. And it's just a consistent system that goes in and out, out, in, off, on, left, right, center, palindrome, effort increase. 246 204060 202404606. Find the differentials, calculate, increase, find the map for personal development 2, personal development 3 system. The only way to get to personal development 3 is to go through second differential, third differential, fourth differential, and actually find a formula that goes beyond differentials, which goes into hypercomplex parabolas and isotopes and spectral topology, which spectral topology is fairly linear for a reason. I don't know why, I still haven't figured out spectral topology yet. But I have the fermion pool, and it's going to give me a PhD. I don't want the Nobel Prize, and if they offer me the Nobel Prize, I'll say no. But, yeah. The fermion bucket, the particle collider. It's not technically a particle collider, I'm just saying that's what it is, but I just need to study mathematics more in a linear context, but at least I'm getting to the point where I can study. I'm actually putting less effort to a lot of stuff, getting more out of it. But it's also a chaotic system that just increases, so I have to get to work